What's up, guys? Parker Talks is back. Today, we're going to be doing the NFL predictions for Week 4 of the NFL football season. Now, last week I was 9-6, which is only 15 games because the Eagles-Bengals game ended in a tie, and I did not predict that. So that's okay. So right now, I'm at 32-15 overall in the NFL season. Also, a big news for the NFL season thus far is that the Titans-Steelers game has been postponed. Most likely, it will be played in Week 8, Week 7 of the NFL season, as the Steelers have a bye then. Also, the Ravens do as well, so they can move that game to Week 8. So unfortunately, 4 players from the Titans have been tested positive, but I'm very fortunate that they can get all these games played. The thing I'm most worried about is if this happens to other teams, especially after teams have byes that have already happened already. How are they going to reschedule those games? This season is just going to be up in the air on just how everything is performed. I hope that they can get back to playing soon. Obviously, we're in a pandemic, so things are just going to come up even with all these protocols going on. So I am fortunate that all these games will get played. I'm going to change things up a little bit. This is going to be a lightning round, and just let me know what you guys think about this. I'm not going to research anything before I go through these games. I just want to go through these games with my initial thoughts compared to me researching with my week 1 through 3 NFL predictions videos. And like I always do, I'll go through the other games that I'm not going in depth and just tell you which ones I think are going to win. So first off, I have Arizona on the road beating Carolina. I have Seattle also on the road beating Miami. I have Baltimore also on the road defeating Washington. And then I have Cincinnati at home defeating Jacksonville. And then Los Angeles Rams defeating at home against the Giants. The first game is Thursday Night Football with the Broncos going to the Jets, and I finally talking about the Jets, and I'm going to give you all a win this season as the Broncos are in their third quarterback in 4 weeks as we have Brett Ripien starting. Honestly, I've never heard of him. I'm very sorry, Broncos fans. I think Jets are going to win this game with Frank Gore at rushing, 37 years old. Let's pick the Jets in this game. The next game is Dallas as a 4.5-point favorite against the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have just not been getting anything going this season, as I have seen a lot of potential in the Cowboys as they almost won that game against the Seahawks. It was a close game nevertheless. They did come back from a lot to defeat the Falcons. Plus, the Cowboys are at home in this game, and they're going to have quite a few fans. Even with all the protocols, they're going to have quite a few fans, so that's definitely going to help the Cowboys out a little bit. And Dak Prescott is playing great, so I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Next is New Orleans as a 4-point favorite at the Detroit Lions. I haven't talked about the Lions at all this season yet, and I'm going to pick y'all to win this game as well. This is actually my upset of the week, and I think the Lions are going to just win this game. They beat the Cardinals last week, which I definitely was not expecting to happen. Plus, the Saints have been struggling a lot on offense with Michael Thomas out. I feel like he's questionable for this week. Drew Brees hasn't been playing as well as Drew Brees does. I feel like Saints are going to lose this game, and there's going to be more questions about if Drew Brees can continue to be the starting quarterback for the Saints. I believe he can, and the Saints can get back into momentum, but I'm going to go with the upset of the week for the Lions. The next game is Houston being a 4-point favorite at home against the Vikings, and both of these teams are 0-3, not the best start for these teams to start this season, but I feel like the Texans can still be really good this season as they've had a tough 3 games to start off with. I believe this is their game for the Texans to get back on track, as the Vikings have been struggling a lot too, although they did play very well against the Titans last week. The Texans have just not gotten a break. I feel like this is their break to get back to finally 1-3, I guess. As Deshaun Watson is still an incredible quarterback, I'm going to go with the Texans. Tampa Bay is a 7-point favorite at home against the Los Angeles Chargers, and I feel like Tampa Bay is going to win this game pretty easily, at least 14 points, honestly, as we have Tom Brady against Justin Herbert, just a rookie playing just only 2 games so far this season, and what many people aren't talking about is that the Tampa Bay defense is playing very well this season, as you have Jason Pierre-Paul and Ndamukong Suh on that defense. Everybody's talking about Tom Brady. He's playing great, but this defense is playing much better than many people were even talking about this defense in general. So I feel like the Buccaneers are going to easily win this game this week. Next, we have Chicago as a 2.5 point underdog at home against the Colts. Honestly, I don't know how good these teams are this season, especially the Colts, as we've seen the Colts win some games, only they are against the Vikings and the Jets. I just really don't know how good this Colts team is. On the other side, you have the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky is 3-0 as a starter, yet he's not starting this week. You have Nick Foles. And honestly, I feel like Nick Foles is the better quarterback for the Chicago Bears. I feel like that only helps the Chicago Bears. Plus, they beat the Falcons, who was my surprise team of the year. They beat them. It wasn't really close for the Falcons to come back in that game. Chicago has definitely exceeded my expectations, and they're at home. Let's go with the Bears in this game. The Chiefs are a 6.5 point favorite at home against the Patriots, and this is going to be a really fun game. First, let's go to the Patriots, as they played very well against the Raiders by winning that game, and their defense played incredible in that game as well. And you have Cam Newton, who's just doing an incredible job passing and, most importantly, rushing the football for the New England Patriots. On the other side, we had the Chiefs going up against the Ravens last Monday night, and they just looked incredible, just like the Super Bowl team we've seen. Mahomes is just looking to be that GOAT that is just about to happen for his career. I feel like this is going to be a fun game to watch, honestly. The Chiefs are just so good. Mahomes has just looked great. That's nothing with the Patriots. They've actually had a very tough schedule so far in this stretch of Week 4 games. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, though. They have so much firepower on their offense, and they did a good job stopping the rushing game against the Ravens. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. The Bills are a 3 point favorite on the road against the Raiders, and even though I had the Raiders winning their first game at home against Las Vegas, I don't think they can get their second win at home in this game, as Buffalo is playing incredible. Their defense is playing great, as they always have in the past few years, and Josh Allen is just balling all over the place, almost as good as Patrick Mahomes. And you also have more offensive weapons on that team as well. Buffalo looks very good this year, and they're also a very good team on the road. I'm going to go with the Bills with that, and also because the Raiders did struggle a little bit last week. Sunday Night Football is the 49ers as a 7 point favorite against the Eagles at home. Now, I'm going to go with the 49ers in this game, as the Eagles struggled to defeat the Bengals, as it ended up in a tie. The 49ers, on the other hand, handily crushed the Giants. I know it's just the Giants, but they've had all these injuries, and they still played that well. Nick Mullins is going to be the quarterback in this game for the 49ers, as you still have a lot of key players like Raheem Mostert on the offense that's going to be out in this game. Although they're at home in this game, the Eagles have just not been playing well from what I've seen so far. I'm going to go with the Niners. They've looked strong that we've seen so far since of all those injuries. Finally, we have Monday Night Football, the 0-3 Falcons on the road against the 3-0 Packers, as the Packers are a 7 point favorite in this game. Now, the Falcons have not exceeded my expectations. They haven't met my expectations. They have not been able to come back in games. They have not been able to have clutch moments in games to finish out a game with a victory. Even though the offense has looked strong at some points, the defense looks not great at all. On the other side, the Packers had a great game against the Saints on Sunday Night Football, and both their passing attack with Aaron Rodgers, obviously one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and Aaron Jones is doing great for their rushing offense as well. The Packers, those are my dogs, but I'm going to go with the Packers in this game, and let me go get those dogs. The Falcons, I'm just not picking them right now until I see something different. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this blitz lightning round style of me predicting games. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please no ties this week, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.